Hello and welcome to another edition of the Easy Odds Horse Racing Anti-Post podcast, and we are here to talk about the Hennessy with Jake Johns, the horse racing extraordinaire. Of course, it's at Newbury on Saturday, and Jake Johns has already found a 14-1 winner this week, so he's in the money, so don't miss out on his tip. But before we do go into the Hennessy, let's have a quick chat about last week's video with the Betfair Chase.
Yeah, good race. Really good race, gruelling race. Coney went off like lightning fast in the conditions, and obviously Q Card just absolutely battered him basically. I was just wrong. Wrong about the race and what I thought was going to happen. I was a bit disappointed because I really like Q Card, but really like Coney, but Q Card is just an absolute monster.
Yeah.
That was up there with the best I've seen him run. I mean, it was up there with his Aintree run last season where he absolutely destroyed Don Poli. Looks like he's completely back to his best. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, next time Coney is definitely going to reverse the form." I mean, it's his first run for ages, but I think Coney was ready to run. He obviously goes well fresh. I think he was, raring to go at that point.
Yeah. He was up against a monster.
Exactly. I don't think he can reverse the form. If he's going to reverse the form, he might be able to do it in King George, but I don't think he'll be able to do it at Cheltenham because Q-Cod is a beast at Cheltenham, and he's a little bit better going left-handed than right-handed. But Q-Cod just destroyed him. I cannot see him reversing the form.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a long time off, and I've obviously been very wrong in the past, as an example of last week. But I just don't think he will. Hopefully, he does because I really like Coney, and he's one of my favourite horses. I backed him in the Gold Cup when he won and stuff. So, yeah.
There were a few offers out there, of course. Q-Card raised prices for new customers, so hopefully some of you got on those. I think Betfair are offering 8-1.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that a few of you punters were on those selections. But
He's good, Q-Card.
He's very good. Good at running.
I should have said that as my analysis. Q-Card is good.
So let's move on to Newbury on Saturday with the Hennessy, Jake.
Yeah.
Let's hear your thoughts on the big race on Saturday.
Hennessy Gold Cup, one of my favourite races of the year. One of the best 2 weeks in racing. Obviously, Cheltenham stands alone by itself, but we got the Hennessy and then the Tingle Creek next weekend, which is super exciting. And Tingle Creek's really close to us, so I can go to it. Hennessy a little bit further away. I went there last year, did ridiculously well on the day. I think I had 5 winners on the card, which was cracking. Didn't have the Hennessy winner though. That gives you a little bit of confidence. The Hennessy, it's a gruelling 3-mile, 2-furlong race. Won last year by Smad Place in fantastic fashion. He's been put up £11 since then. He won actually really well since then as well. A couple of disappointing efforts in there as well, but he's been put up £11. Is that enough? I'm not sure. The favourites is Native River. I'm sure I saw something that Newbury was putting on offer. I don't know if they're doing it anymore, but that if the favourite wins and you buy a ticket for a couple quid more, you get your money back.
Wow.
I don't think they're doing it anymore. And I don't even know if that was real. It might have been a dream. I'm sure it was real. But anyway, Native River is the favourite, and he is a very worthy favourite as well. The novice chase form at Cheltenham last year and the novice chases from last year aren't actually doing that well.
Okay.
When you think of the JLT and obviously Duvan and stuff, the JLT and the Arkle especially is not working out that well, especially the Arkle. But the 4-miler form is actually all right, weirdly, because that's obviously not really known as the one of the best novice chasers at Cheltenham. But 4-miler form's working out all right. Obviously, Native River was second that day, but Vicente won it and then won the Scottish National next time. Minella Rocco went really close at the Open meeting with a big weight, and obviously John Joe Neal was having his problems in his yard, so that was a massive run. Came from absolutely miles back. Going to be winning his next run. That was super eye-catching. And Native River is just a out-and-out stayer, basically. It's going to be a fast pace. He's going to be there or thereabouts, almost definitely. I think he's a little bit short of 6-1. Okay. Just a little bit short of 6-1. I wouldn't put anyone off backing him. And if one of my other runners doesn't win, I might be backing him anyway. But he also ran a really good prep race in a Grade 2 hurdle at Wetherby, really hot race as well. He's a better chaser than a hurdler, so he was never expected to win there. That was just to get a race into him before this, and he's got a fantastic chance, absolutely fantastic chance. But the one I like is the old boy. Well, he's not that old, but he won last year, older than Native River. Smad Place for Alan King and Wayne Hutchinson. He was unbelievably impressive in this last year. If you watched it, it was ridiculous, especially on the track. He had won about three fences out. He won by absolutely miles. Obviously, it was a 10-length victory in a Hennessy. That's crazy. The change of tactics is what it was, but we'll get onto that. He's been put up £11 since then. But if he's in that kind of mood, which he almost definitely could be, considering this is one of his favourite tracks, that's not going to swap him. Even if he put up £20, he probably would have won that day.
Yeah.
He won with so much in hand, and then he was also a gallant fourth in the All Roan Chase, which is a Grade 2 handicap chase before, just prepping for this run, giving away lumps of weight to a really good field who were much better. That's their distance. Horses like Godzone, who was pretty unlucky, but Third Intention and stuff, who won the race, giving away loads of weight. That distance is way too short for him. I'm sure Alan King would have been absolutely delighted with that, especially seeing as he got a £1 decrease, which is pretty crazy, I think. I don't know why he got that. But and his Newbury form is just amazing. Like I said earlier, he's got 3 wins and a 5th from 4 starts, so 3 wins and a 5th. And the 5th was a pretty admirable one in the Hennessy behind Many Clouds, who went on to win the Grand National that year, of course. So that was a decent run, and he wasn't doing his front-running tactics then either. So I think if he gets into a rhythm, gets to the front, gets into a rhythm, starts jumping well, he's going to be so tough to pass. Really, really tough. I think he's a fantastic each-way price at 11-1. And I'm pretty sure he'll go off shorter before the race, so I'll probably get on that now, and he's definitely going to run as well. The next one I like, obviously the final declarations aren't out yet, so this one is one that not almost definitely, but might not run. Probably will run, but might not run, because Ben Pauling said he wants soft ground, and he's obviously real fragile. Drumacoo, I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's how you pronounce it, that's how it's spelled. Anyway. Massively unexposed, had a lot of problems, similar to Coney Greve, not as good as Coney Greve, well we don't know, but probably not as good as Coney Greve. He's a bit of an unknown quantity, that's what Ben Pauling described him as, but he could be absolutely thrown in here, and he's a massive price at 25-1, completely unexposed, won on his reappearance last year by 38 lengths, ahead of Fletcher's Flyer, who is no donkey. Fletcher's Flyer is a 146 rated chaser now. He won at Punchestown next time out. He could be in 38 lengths by Drumacoo. And next time he was expected to win the Ben Pauling horse, but never figured. But he never looked right that day. It looked like there was something amiss, and then they took him back to the yard, and it turns out there was something amiss. He's fragile. He's fragile, but if he is spot on, and he goes well fresh, he's got 2 wins from 2 starts on seasonal reappearance. He's been given a mark of 143 right at the bottom of the weights, getting a lot of weight from the field. He's got a chance. There are massive risks attached. Firstly, like I said, he's going to want soft ground or something similar. It's been raining a lot recently, but somehow it's only good to soft at Newbury. I have no idea how it's only good to soft there, but there's no rain forecast from when I wrote these tips, which was yesterday, up until the race. So I don't know what the ground's going to be like. It could be too fast, but hopefully it's not. I really hope it's not, because he has won on good to soft before as well, and I think he could just go really well off of a really low mark. Obviously he's really fragile as well, so he could also not be at his best. Absolutely. But hopefully he's got him going. He's good on reappearance. He's super talented. And if he is declared, he is going to shorten. Well, he will definitely shorten. Yeah. I could see him going off half that price. I reckon he'll go 14, probably 12, 14-1 if he gets declared. But there's no guarantee that he won't get declared, so that's the risk you take with anti-post betting, obviously. You could just wait until declarations, but he might be a bit shorter by then. Possibly not, I don't know, if you get in there quickly after it's declared. But yeah, so they're my tips. Smad Place, both each way, 11-1 each way. Oh, that's a fantastic each way bet, I think. And Drumacoo, big risk, but big price as well, 25-1 each way.
So there's some big price tips for the man that has already found a 14-1 winner this week. So don't miss out on those tips. And as he says, make sure that you get the best possible price by betting on it early in the anti-post markets available on easyodds.com, whether you're betting via our desktop, our mobile, or by our app. So thanks very much for watching. This has been Ross Casey and Jake Johns talking about the Hennessy. Don't forget to subscribe using the button below. Thanks very much for watching.
Remember to like it as well.
And if you liked it. If you liked it.
Leave a comment. What do you think of the race?
Absolutely.
Am I an idiot? Yes.
or Or a mention on your new haircut.
Or mention on my new haircut. Just say, I hate your new haircut. And I'll be like, you're entitled to your opinion, but no worries.
Someone's already answered
Someone's
the
already
call.
calling about my haircut.
So thanks very much for watching.
Swine.
I'm Ross Casey, and this is Jake Johns.
Goodbye.
Slide down.